Hello, this is Broyar, and welcome back to another episode of our Let's Play for Europa Universalis IV. As we continue our run here with the Navajo. Now, the Navajo Federation. We hit the button in the last episode that combined all of our individual people into one giant federation. I say giant. It's not like giant by comparison to some of these other ones over here, maybe, but still pretty big. Still pretty... Excuse me, pretty happy with it. I think the Iroquois and the Hassani federations are technically, like, they're right up there with us. They've got like a good amount of income and development and things like that. So they're very similar to us, but we are, we're very close to the top of what we know. If we go look at the legend, for example, and just go, can we go back to the very first page? And let's go actually page number 2. There we go. If we go look at stuff like, overall prestige, we have the highest, which, it is what it is. Income, we are 3rd amongst the native tribes that we know about. So there's Hassani and there's Iroquois, but honestly, that probably could just be that we haven't balanced our budget again and kind of done things since we've gotten merged together. Overall development, we are the most developed of all of the native tribes. Obviously, we're miles behind France, England, Castile, and Denmark. I mean, they're still going to be trouble, right? We know that. We know that the Europeans are going to be problematic. Max manpower, we're up there. We're up there. Techs, we're actually pretty low on techs, but I think a lot of that has to do with the fact that I've been delaying a lot of techs intentionally, just kind of min-maxing the points up here. And plus I've been doing a lot of ideas and things like that. So we are the most ideas, it looks like, of all of the tribes, or at least tied for the most. So overall, I guess my point is just that we're doing okay when we compare ourselves to the other native tribes. Now, obviously, again, the Europeans are going to completely destroy us if we get into a battle with them right away. But if we could get ourselves next to a European nation and start getting the technologies, what I'm trying to say, the institutions is what I'm trying to say. If we get that institution spread and they leave us alone long enough to get that institution spread everywhere, it's not impossible for us to catch up and be able to get to a point where we could actually defend ourselves. So what do we have? What are our goals for going forward as a federation? Well, we want to continue to expand. We want to continue to fill out as much land as we can, right? Because if we don't, they will. That's for sure. We also want to probably go to war and conquer a few places as well. I mean, we got to be aggressive here. I mean, Zia right here, right smack dab in the middle of us, probably somebody we should absorb into our own, whatever. And we might be able to do that diplomatically. I don't know. We'll have to take a look. But definitely, we want to be aggressive and continue to just build up as much as we possibly can. So anyway, I believe we already started the core constructions in the last episode. We did do that. Let's take a look at a couple things. First off, military, because I think that's a glaring thing right now. Our force limit is 16. We're a little bit over our force limit right now, just a little bit, and that's probably exactly what's going on with our economy, isn't it? Yeah, army maintenance is 44. Oh, I was gonna say our balance hasn't actually adjusted yet. Our army maintenance is insane right now, so we definitely want to get rid of some soldiers because we got more than we could possibly handle. So these guys are not really drilled at all. So can we just straight up disband this entire unit, or do we need to bring them? I don't think we have to bring them home. No, we'll just disband it straight up. You're a little ways away. These over here, let me hold off on those. We don't have anything up here in that one province up there. Is that the only province we have? Yeah, because you're not a part of us or anything like that. I think this is the only super disconnected province that we have. We do have this one, but that one's practically right next to us. Let's see. We obviously have a couple over here, but we can see those pretty easily. Anything that's not drilled at all. I mean, these are. I think this is our main force, wasn't it? That was doing all the battling. So you're not drilled at all. So let's go ahead and just disband you, I think. What about you? Yeah, you're not drilled at all either. We'll disband you. We just don't want. We don't need all this extra troops. Now, we might go a little bit over. I'm okay with going a little over. 19 out of 16 is not terrible. It only costs us a couple ducats, but honestly, I don't know that we really want that either, to be fair. No, we'll just disband these 4 as well. Well, I guess we don't need to spend all 4. How many horses we got? I want at least 2, and we got the cannon. I mean, the cannon's kind of not the greatest thing in the world to be carrying around, but we can live with it for now. So yeah, we can add 1 more troop to this. So anybody here that's just like a little bit better than others, no, they're all basically the same. We'll just split you off here. Create new units. We'll split you off. That's going to be fine. Select this unit. You're going to go group with that guy. And this group of 3, we're going to disband you. Okay. That gets us back down to our force limit. Hopefully we can start building our force limit up. Because I would like, obviously, a much larger military than we have currently. But that is okay. You are exiled, but you're about to take care of yourself. Stability. Obviously, we've got some issues with rebels that we'll have to be dealing with very soon. We do have some overextension at the moment. Okay. We'll deal with that as well. There's our governing capacity. Is that what we get from this? No, it's just administration. Oh, yeah, okay. That is administration, which increases our governing capacity. So, if we go back over to the stability, where was it? There we go. Do we need more governing capacity? So, we got 100 from technology. No, we're only using 110 out of our 390. So, no, we got plenty of governing capacity. So, we're good there. War exhaustion is high. Obviously, we'd like to buy that down if we need to. Let's see. It's already going down a bit. So we don't have to desperately buy that down at the moment. I mean, it does increase unrest and things like that. At the moment, it will take us 54 months for this to go away completely. Otherwise, we could drop it by almost 2 years just by spending 75 diplomatic power. Which, that's worth what? That's basically a year's worth of diplomatic power, roughly. We'll get rid of almost 2 years worth of war exhaustion. Probably worth at least hitting this once just to make sure that we are getting rid of some of this national unrest, some of this recovery speed. All these negatives are obviously bad. So let's just hit this once. I think we're going to be happy with that. Provincial unrest we'll be dealing with. Corruption is growing. It's actually growing? Corruption. That's war exhaustion. I guess we could get rid of the war taxes. We don't need those anymore. So we'll cancel that. I don't remember if it cancels automatically or not. We don't want to debase the currency or anything like that. We do have inflation, but it is going down currently. So we're okay with that continuing. Corruption. So the overextension is adding corruption. Our positive stability and our rooting out corruption. We are spending money to root out corruption. So it's costing us money with the overextension, but we'll just deal with it for now. Truce will expire. That's fine. Can build improvements. Yes, please. We do have some money. National decisions available. I don't know why it says we have national decisions available. We don't. We've already got... That's already in place. I mean, oh, I guess we could... Well, does that just because we can abolish our elite army? I don't think we want to. I think I'm okay with having the elite army. I mean, is there any reason why I don't want this? I don't think so. I think it's costing us a little bit more money, though, isn't it? Was that what it was? Okay, we'll just leave it as is. I can make some states. We will take a look at that. This will cost us 0.05 and increase our income by 0.27. So that seems like a no-brainer. And then what's the other one? This will cost us 0.03 and raise it by 0.1. I mean, it's not much, but it's still something. Might as well make that a state while we have it. 2 unassigned merchants. Yes, we do. We have 3 merchants now total. Yeah. I don't think we can collect from any other trade, though. I think... No, that's not what I wanted. I want to go to the Mississippi River. Yeah, we can't collect from here yet. We're still too far from that one. The Rio Grande, we are... Are we collecting from California? No, we're collecting from California. Oh, so the Rio Grande is within range now. That's the one I was thinking of. So... Do we want to transfer trade power or do we want to collect? Actually, that's a tough one. I mean, we want to transfer in a situation where... I realize I have not paused. I apologize, but it's a lot going on after we formed. It's almost like the beginning of the game. We just formed a new nation. That's the wrong button. I want to go to trade. There we go. Most of the money is going away from us right now. So if we were to transfer some trade power, we could transfer a little bit more our direction. Now, I wish it would tell us a little bit more bluntly, what's better here, but I'm going to go ahead and just transfer trade power. Historically, I feel like I remember that transferring trade power and just collecting out of one node is usually the way you want to go about things. But I think there are circumstances where that would be different, I guess is the best way to say that. Okay, we probably need to unpause here momentarily. Let me just slow down speed for a second. Let's go back to our political map. I do want to build some improvements soon. I'm probably going to unpause just for a second. Let me just let some stuff tick up for a second. Let's get mercenary company known as... No, I don't care. I don't need that. Yeah, we don't need any of these things at the moment. All right, so a couple things did tick over. Again, why? We are paying too much for new technology and new methods. All right, let's go find the elite regiments. Tag, where is that? Is that over here? Yeah. So it does increase our maintenance modifier, but our army drill gain is plus 40%. I mean, if we're not going to war anytime soon, is this just a decision we can just flip back and forth whenever you feel like it? I'll hit that button. Seems to be something we can just flip back and forth whenever we feel like it. We do have to have at least 20% army professionalism. Wait, state firearm regiments? Oh, no, it's the same thing. Okay, yeah. I was misreading what that was saying. Okay, so I guess turning that off for a while is okay. We still have an unassigned merchant, but I don't think we have anywhere we can collect from or move from. Yeah, there's really nothing else for us to do. I think Mississippi would be the next closest, wouldn't it? Let's check. Yeah, we're in California. We're going from Rio Grande. I guess if we knew about the Mexico trade node, maybe that would be one, but I feel like Mississippi technically would be the next closest. We're not really pulling much from here into California, unfortunately. But that's just going to have to be okay. What else? Building provinces. What do we got here for good value for provinces? I mean, I still like the tribal development growth, obviously, because that's going to help us expand. Production efficiency. I mean, it might... Do we want to just keep hammering irrigation wherever we can? Well, let's check a couple of these things first real quick. What do we get? We get 0.1 there. It's kind of hard to see these, I'm sorry, but we get 0.19 up there. That's a pretty decent amount of money coming from that one improvement. What about... We don't care about the manpower just yet. No, on that one. Well, I guess governing costs. It could help a little bit, but I don't think that's super relevant right now. Production efficiency, 0.14 up there. 0.101 down there. And again, the tribal development growth just feels like a really good idea. I might do this one first, just because this is a lot of money coming from that. Yeah, I think this might be worth boosting up a little bit. And then maybe we can do some of these. Where all can we do the tribal development? We actually have several places we can do them at the moment, although some of these other ones we cannot. Okay, we'll do it. We'll do this up here. Get that increased. And actually, I'm going to hold off on the storehouse, because this will actually become more valuable once that gets completed anyway. I didn't actually check up here, but I think we're good up there. Cool. All right, I like that. Still have the unassigned merchant, but again, there's nowhere for us to send you. So for now, I guess we're going to hide that. National decisions. Again, that just needs to go away. We just know that exists. Hopefully that'll pop up when we get a new one down the road. Truce we don't care about right this second. All right, we just got to hope that the unrest goes away here soon. Do we see unrest on here? Is that a thing on here? I think there's, I mean, there's definitely a map mode for it somewhere. We just don't have it pulled up right now, but I don't know that we need it. All right, lose some Diplo favor, or Diplo power, or lose some trade power. I'd really rather not lose the trade power. We'll lose the Diplo. Too few rivals. Do we actually have any rivals that... Apparently we do. All right, fine. We'll rival you. Or whatever that's worth. Worth. I can't say words all of a sudden. I apologize. Truce. Yep. Okay. So once this building gets done, we'll probably build the storehouse there, and then we'll save up for the irrigation after that, I think. Let's check what we can do with Zia here. We can offer an alliance. Um, and what are you part of? Are you part of a federation right now? I guess we can't invite anybody to federations anymore because we are just basically a nation at this point, right? So it's not even an option anymore. I like the music's a little bit loud. I don't know why. But could ally you. I don't know that we really care to ally you. Can't ally you because you hate our guts, which is fine. Oh, I guess there are still federations out there. Already unified federation cannot join other federations. Does that mean we can't invite other people to join our federation, I suppose? We offer vassalization. Goodness, I can't say the word all of a sudden. Honestly, if we just improved relations with them, we've only got 15 to go on that, so it's nearly not that much. So let's improve some relations just because, just to see if that helps us get a little bit closer. Anybody else that could be close? Actually, we can go over here. Let's check the interface for diplomatic actions. We want to. What are we looking for? Offer vassalization. Anybody close? Pima. Pima is where? Right there. They would likely accept, but we have to have a military alliance. So we'll start with the alliance. How many relations do we have right now? 0. Okay, that's good. So we'll offer the alliance. And then we have to be relation of at least 190, which will go away eventually after some of the geographic expansion starts going away and max out our improved relations. So we're a little ways away from that. But I mean, it's just a single province. It's not the end of the world if we just don't get them. But getting anybody diplomatically that we can is, you know, might as well. Let's group you guys together. And I actually want you guys... Yeah, you guys are doing rebel suppression. That's good. Still rooting out a ton of corruption, which is obviously costing us a good chunk of money. But that's a lot of that's the overextension. I'd rather probably just lose the ducats. I think the stability is just still nice to keep around as much as we can. So overextension, if we go back over here. I guess we'll recall you for now. That's just going to come from the cores, right? Which are going very slowly. It's going to take us a couple years to core all of these. But once they core, then a lot of that corruption will start to go away. All right, I guess we can go up to speed 5 now. I feel comfortable that we're in a reasonably good spot. All right, we can build us another thing. So let's go see where the production efficiency is up to 0.22. Yeah, okay, that's really good. Let's build that there, please. And then we'll probably save up some money for some more development stuff. Although, how much are we getting right now? We do technically have enough to get us another province right this second. We are getting 0.07 here. Yeah, 0.071 across the board. I mean, what would we go for? I mean, what would we go for? And is it, again, is it worth saving up? I think the most we could do is, what, 3? Is that what we determined? But we could also just have a lot of low ones so that way we can just boost them up later. But honestly, I don't know if that we have to be in a hurry unless we felt like somebody else was going to take some of our land, which I don't think is going to happen right now. Probably the best way to look at it is just to look at trade goods and see if there's any reasonably good trade goods around. What is all of this? Just wool? Is it literally wool in all of these? Why don't we see the icons other than cows? Do I have something select? Oh, because I have... I'm guessing because... Yeah. I need to... How do I unselect? There we go. I was like, how do I hit the escape button? All right, so we got salt here. Salt there. I mean, anywhere that we had gold would be awesome, but I don't... There's gold way down there. Gold would be nice. Spices. Spices are worth a good chunk of money. Obviously, gold is worth... gold is just different, right? Gold is a different type of thing. Wool is what? 2. So honestly, the spices is pretty good. Salt is I think 2.5. No, it's actually pretty good. So we definitely want to try to expand to the salt then. Cows are not amazing necessarily. We got furs up here, which I think that's actually somebody's stuff, so we obviously can't mess with that. What do we got over here on this back area? We don't know up this way. We do have, what is that? Naval supplies. Interesting. It's kind of a weird place to have naval supplies right up against the mountains, but whatever. Fish we already checked. That's 2. So yeah, the salt would be probably our best, you know, based on what's close to us. I mean, there's that one obviously, but that's currently being occupied by somebody, as is that apparently. So no, we have some options to go for. Again, the gold down here, which was this one. Yeah, which obviously we're just not gonna be able to get to unless we conquer them. I think I'll try to build up a little bit. I don't want to lose opinion. We'll just gain the prestige, even though we're capped on prestige right now. You would always be too big for us. Like, we would never be able to vassalize you, right? We'd have to conquer you at this point. Which might not be a bad idea, to be fair. I mean, we're not impossibly far away, but it is just not going to happen anytime soon, though. Same thing with you. We'd have to get the alliance first. I mean, getting an alliance with these guys is not super valuable, other than trying to turn them into, which I guess we'll go ahead and offer the alliance, just because we have some extra. We have a couple extra. Yeah, we've got 1 now, but don't have anybody that I specifically want to... Hey, there's New Castile. Okay. We need to get over there. Because we need to get the, if we're next to you, right? That's how we get the growth. Which kind of tells me I want to expand next to them. Sort of. Although that could put us in a dangerous spot. Maybe I need to bridge this gap first back here to get these 2 connected. And then we can expand out to here. Hopefully we can start getting some, what am I trying to say? Some, institution spread. Yeah. We need the institution spread. Where do we see institutions? Can we not see somebody else's institution stuff? Maybe we can. I'm just blind. Oh, there we go. Yeah, it's fully embraced here, right? So that should, in theory, spread. I mean, it's going to spread around his stuff, but I think it'll spread to our stuff if we're adjacent. So we want to kind of bridge this gap as quickly as possible. Technically, that would bridge the gap right there. Which is a weird one. I was going to come this way, but technically that is touching. And I mean, I could just grab this one first right away, right? And get the institution spread already, but I kind of want to connect all of my provinces and go that direction. This is also salt. So maybe we just go ahead and grab this one as is, and I think we will. That way, as soon as we get to 1, we can go ahead and grab this one. And hopefully start getting some spread that way. Cool. I'm happy with that. So we're about halfway on the diplomacy, but the other ones are a little bit further back. And maybe this is the wrong way to do it, but I've said a couple times before, sometimes you don't know the right way to do it until you try the wrong way. Anything we want to change here now that we're not at war? I mean, we can lower some unrest, but I don't think I need to desperately do that right now. We can't change any of these. I'm assuming because we are a settled down tribe. This reduces the tribal land cost, which that's actually really good for us. Infantry combat ability is nice. We actually didn't need it that time. Tribal development growth, I'm still happy with that. Yeah, no, I think we're okay. I thought there was an institution spread one in here, but maybe I'm thinking of a different thing in a different spot. Do we want to specialize? I haven't been specializing on anything. Anything we want to specialize on? How's our technology or ideas looking overall? Technology, we are weakest on Diplo. But if we can hold off until we get some institution spread, that would be amazing. As far as ideas, we do still have... Now we're actually capped on both of these. Next one we can unlock is at 10. I mean, I can see the argument for bumping up diplomacy, just start building that up a little bit. But for now, I think we're okay, as is. All right, the cores are still getting constructed. Once those get fully constructed, I think we'll be in a very, very good place. One quarter of okay Owenga. We get some improved relations. No, I think I'll take this. This is fine. Oh, well, this is what they get. Never mind. We're actually are we giving them thriving merchant community? Oh, either way, they're getting something good. So, okay. I guess it doesn't really matter that much. How are we looking over here? Okay, we're already over 1 on Diplo. I don't know why they're out of sync. It's a little strange. Are they just basically random, I think? We can get a technology. Again, we'd like to hold off for as long as we can. Try to maximize the points that we're spending. All right, we have gained a bunch of cores. Good, 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 good. That is awesome. So we should have some states we can get. We do. We should be making a good chunk more money. We do. We are. You are a state that we can grab. That's very worthwhile. Which probably means we have more cores to get, which is true. We'll get all those cores, which I think those, once they're states, right, they're instantaneous. Yeah. Rebel factions aren't looking too bad at the moment. It's starting to come down quite a bit. We're still, actually, no, we're basically, without the overextension, we are done with the corruption now. That's good. Well, I say done. I mean, it's sure there'll be more, but so yeah, we're not overextended at all. Everything looks good. I don't think we have to handle any of these guys. I think they're probably, yeah, they're gonna be fine. We're good in all of those places. Truce will expire. We can invest in new technology. We already know about that. I mean, part of me wants to just continue to go to war with these guys, right? Do I have anything I can go to war for? Yeah, we got this province right here. As of right now, they do have several allies. Presumably several fairly strong allies. Wow, they actually have some. They actually do have some strong allies. Well, I guess these are single province allies, so maybe they're not as strong as I was thinking they were. I don't know. I mean, it's still. I don't know if that's really worth us going after just yet. How are we looking over here? Getting there. I mean, again, I don't know why they're out of balance, but it is what it is. So we can get a promise improvement. I don't really think I want to at the moment. I think I would like to save up for the other thing. And don't get me wrong, some of these promise improvements are pretty good, but I think I would save up for irrigation. We want to continue to expand as much as we can, as quickly as we can. Once I get this expansion here, I will probably slow back down and try and be a little more thoughtful about how, like, try to maximize what we can get with each expansion, because it's just free development at that point. Well, free. It still takes time, obviously. Nothing is free. Golden era. So England is in a golden era. Good for them. Really just watching this. Again, I don't know why they get out of sync, because they're all increasing by the same amount. I really don't want to lose money because I was about to build something, but I also don't want to lose the stability, to be perfectly honest. And maybe I should be losing the money because maybe the stability isn't really benefiting me as much as 83 ducats would, or 63 ducats, whatever it was just now. Oh, we're good. All right. And you are still New Castile. Good. So we will settle this. A lot of devastation here, but I want to start touching these guys. Assuming I even know what this is doing, what I'm hoping it will do. We can make another state here. Do we want to? I mean, it's basically break even, so we might as well. So we want to look at the province. Yes, okay, we are getting... So it's just this province, but we are getting institution spread. That is good. I mean, it's coming. The devastation is actually more impactful than I would have expected. Wow. Obviously, we want that to go away as soon as possible. It is going to go away slowly, though. Oof. Okay, we might actually want to go after another province that's touching them just so we don't have that devastation issues. I mean, the other good thing about going after another province is that we would have more bordering them that would be getting spread. The other thing we can do, I mean, we can start putting some points in some stuff and getting some institution spread that way. Well, this, it's plus 2%. Is that plus 2% at all times, or is that plus 2% affected by any of this stuff? I don't think it is. We would have to do a lot of points here to get the institution spread. A lot here, though. It's just the first one? I thought you could institution spread from any of these. I mean, the devastation is definitely making the cost more. All right, we're just going to wait for the devastation to go away. But I'm happy that we are getting some spread. Technically. Even if it's very small. It's a start. All right, we have a free advisor slot. We definitely want to keep our advisors going. Get as many points as we can get. I'm tempted to go for one of these more expensive guys. But honestly, we'll just stick with the guy we have for now. We'll keep it cheap for now. Keep forgetting that we can promote people too. It's just something that's relatively new. I mean, I'm sure it's probably been out for a couple years, but I just haven't played in a while. But it's definitely it's new to me. Oh wow, I just looked at the time. Okay, time flies when you're having fun, as usual. We're gonna go ahead and put a cut in there. When we come back, we are now bordering a European nation. Well, technically one of their colonies, but still. So we're gonna start getting some institution spread. We are getting institution spread, right? Like it's happening. Like we're getting it. Is it very fast? Obviously not, but it's a start, and we definitely want to kind of try to maximize that as much as we can, because we want to catch up on technology as quickly as possible. It's going to be about the only thing that will give us a fighting chance against these guys. Also, though, actually, one thing we do want to do is we want to improve relations with these guys. I should do that before I forget. Anyway, we'll go ahead and put a cut in there. When we come back, more of this. But I do appreciate you guys watching. May God bless you, and I hope you join me again next time. Thank you, and goodbye. I wanted to give a special shout out to the following channel members. Thank you so much for supporting the channel.